fine now. Okay, so this is a Teutonic War between two seeded allies, Pharaon being seeded 13 and Crusade 22. In the previous games, Crusade managed to get one game against Illuminati. It was a 4 versus 4, so it does have 1 point. Useless to precis that Crusade needs to win versus Pharaon. And in the other end, we've got Pharaon, which won the first set 3-0 versus Anti-Tribal. He does have the potential to win 3-0 against Crusade, but everything always can happen in a tournament. So let's see. Well, I don't have the sound of the game. I need to go back to AOC and go back again for in Crusade in Campeador. It works now. So let's focus now on the game. So this is a Teutonic War. Crusade does have a pretty good map. Same for Pharaon, I would say. It's pretty even. The main goal of Crusade is in the back. That can be a good point. Crusade is known for training a variety of units in Feudal Age. And Pharaon should probably be the first attacking because it tends to be quite aggressive. We can expect skirmishers or maybe a mix skirmishers and archers for Pharaon. I would say that Crusade doesn't have the best lumber composition. I mean, it's close to the GC, but it's close to the opponent by the fact it's in the front. Let's see where is gonna be built the second lumber camp. Not better, I would say. And there is a hill here, which can be a problem for Crusade in case Pharaon managed to be aggressive. And Crusade should have a better economy in the early Feudal Age for having delayed its Feudal Age time. It does have 4 villagers more than its opponent. So it looks like Pharaon goes for skirmishers. At least it didn't build any milling camp. And Crusade side we've got militians, which can be good units against skirmishers, as long as skirmishers doesn't have leeching. Okay, the assault is triggered Pharaon side, and Pharaon does have already fletching. So let's see if it managed to use the heal. Okay, Crusade is defending pretty well with the precious men-at-arms. So let's say that the first assault from Pharaon isn't a success. Crusade managed to defend pretty well, and now it can counterattack. Okay, we've got villagers sent by Pharaon, maybe because it attempted to build a tower in the front, I don't know. So we've got 2 towers in the front for Crusade. Now it's safe, I would say. The lumber camp is safe. And Crusade does have 5 villagers more than its opponent, Pharaon having lost 2 villagers for weird reasons, sent in the front. Anyway, Pharaon is back with this time something to counter the potential militias. I mean, it does have archers. And Crusade now is attacking. He does have a kill ratio which is way better than its opponent. 27 versus 20. Now it's gonna be all about the castle age time. Pharaon does have a better economy. Just gold is missing. Weird behavior for Pharaon's army. Okay, better retreat in this situation. Pharaon is researching Castle Age. Let's see what's gonna be the priority upgrade. It might be skirmishers, elite skirmishers, I guess. Oh, we've got a 1 forward towers for Crusade. Actually on the main stone. Well, Crusade is playing pretty well, I would say. And let's see if the elite skirmishers can do the job. We've got some knights. It's a good way to take the benefits of the age advantage. Well, it looks like Crusade is just crushing its opponent with a second tower. Well, at this point I would say that Crusade is in very good shape. It's late in researching Castle Age, but it's crushing its opponent and it's actually having the resources to start researching Castle. And at least those towers are delaying the aggression of Pharaon, and that way it won't have the opportunity to attack Crusade at time. Crusade which is actually in Castle Age time in few seconds. Civilian population is almost the same, only 3 villagers more for Crusade. How many stable? Actually, we've got 1 stable, no, 3 stables. So knights are gonna be the main units for Crusade at this point. For some reason, Pharaon does have 2,000 stone. Well, I know why, because it doesn't have any lumber camp at this point. So I think it's GG. The resource is absolutely unbalanced. Those towers were geniusly built in the good place. Crusade is booming with 3 TCs. A 4th is coming. A 5th? Okay. So let's change the score. Good job, Crusade. Let's see what's going on with the 4v4. The 4v4 is a game won by Crusade versus Illuminati. And here we go. Spanish, Korean, Turkish and Byzantine. I was very surprised when I saw Crusade winning versus Illuminati in the 4v4, just because Crusade doesn't have pocket strategies. It goes for many units in Feudal Age, it delays of course the Castle Age, but it didn't prevent Crusade to win that game versus Illuminati, which is supposed to be a top AI. Let's see if Crusade can do the same versus Pharaon this time. So Pharaon side we've got Korean and Turkish pockets, in the other side we've got Byzantine and Turkish. It means that Spanish are flank both sides, and we've got one Korean for Crusade and one Byzantine for Pharaon. So for the Crusade Spanish, I would say the map is fine. Gold is in the back. We've got 2 forests, which are pretty decent. Orange side, it's a pretty good map too. Maybe the gold is a bit exposed, but the wood is really protected. Other side, we've got a gold which is exposed for blue, but a good forest in the back. Oh, it looks like blue is gonna attempt to rush. That can work, maybe, let's see. It would be a revenge of the first game, in which the towers built by Crusade did work so well. In the other side we should see range unit rush for Grey, which is Byzantine. Okay, so here we go. Some wolves are doing the job for Crusade, but the first tower should be built. Okay, 2 or 3 walls. I think it were 3 walls. Well, I would say that when the first 3 towers are built, the trush can be already considered as a success, because the other towers should be built without any trouble at this point. Okay, so we've got 1 first tower which should hurt the economy. This is the 7th one. The 8th is gonna hurt, and the 9th should be on the wood. That's gonna be working well. And if I'm right, after 9 towers it should stop trashing and start focusing on the castle age. Okay, we've got a 10th, which is not at the good position because Crusade does have 1 defensive tower. So what's happening on the side? It looks like Grey didn't find yellow. I think that it did attack red. Okay, what's the problem with those villagers? They are freezing for some reasons. Okay, Grey eventually found its closest enemies, that's a good point. Yellow has a terrible kill ratio for some reasons. I think that Yellow didn't find Grey and maybe met Teal in the red town. That way it lost its wall army. So let's say that this game is already turning well for Pharaon. We should have a 1-1 score and the 2v2 is gonna be decisive. Well, none of the Crusade team has reached Castle Age after 32 minutes. Green should switch the target pretty soon now. It looks to be the case. It's gonna focus on purple. It looks to be a good timing. So we've got green, teal and grey, close to be Imperial Age, and World Crusade are still not in Castle Age, except purple. Okay. Well, 20 population for every crusade, almost 20, 10 now for red. I think that I can give the victory to Pharaon. To raise the volume of the stream, let me see what I can do. Okay. So I increase the sound. Let's see if it's better. Well, what is quiet? Is it the music, the sound of the game, or my voice? If it's everything, I think that you just need to increase the volume. Well, if it's every sound, I think that in fact there is the volume could be increased from your computer. Okay, so the last game, the 2v2, is gonna be crucial for both of the AIs, Pharaon and Crusade. Both of them can get the pole position of this group at the end, but at least losing that game is gonna be a problem because we've got Illuminati in that group. And let's say that I am already scared, but let's see. Did I change? No, I didn't change the score. So this is 1-1. Here we go. Teutonic plus Persian. So we've got Persian versus Persian aside, blue versus yellow, and in the other side we've got a Teutonic war between green and red. Blue and red, sorry. Well, I would say that the map for blue and red are not the best. They are pretty similar, with the gold really exposed. Forest is decent, so the map is not terrible. Well, green picked a position for its lumber camp in the border. I'm not sure it's the best position, but it's far enough from the opponent, couldn't be more far. And yellow probably does have the best map. So what Pharaon loves to do in 2v2 is range rushing, and the other one going for range units. And from what I see, it looks like blue is maybe gonna be a treasure. Oh, I think that it switched its strategy for something else. For some reasons. Yep, it switched. So we shouldn't see any trash in that game. Okay, inventory. Green is eventually going to trash. This is funny. It was like blue said to green, okay, I will trash. No, I eventually switch my strategy. Okay, so I will trash. And we've got one first tower, which is gonna be built. Now the question is, did blue find its opponent? I saw that blue was exploring yellow. It's not the good one. Okay, blue eventually found its opponent. That's a good point. Oh, yellow just deleted his building, which was stable, okay. So, in fact, Yellow did have a good map with the important resources in the back. At this point, the tower are not attacking them, attacking the resources. Maybe that one with fletching should hurt at least the mining camp. Okay, this tower should do, of course. And in the opposite side, okay, so red did have an exposed map. We've got some spearmen because Pharaon did detect the stable. Let's see if the skirmishers can find the lumber camp. I think the lumber camp is too far. Oh, it was close to find the lumber camp. Okay, so green did lose its wall villagers, which were thrashing, and it stopped thrashing, and now it will focus on the castle age. Blue is maintaining the pressure. Same amount of villagers at this point between blue and red. Oh, those are many scouts. Oh, it looks like red is focusing the towers, the green towers, and green and blue are researching castle age. So red is switching its army. Her part is attacking the tower, other part is attacking blue's town. And Pharaon at this point is taking the lead in the score. Well, at this point, green is just massing the units to prepare a big assault with knights, while it's booming with fortresses. Okay, Shanbarding is researched by green. And I agree, in fact, the choice of red going for green's towers instead of the blue's economy with those many scouts probably cost a victory for Crusade. Those are so many farms. But unfortunately it doesn't allow yellow to reach Castle Age. Okay, I think that it's GG. I will increase the speed. And this is a victory 2-1 for Pharaon. Now we will focus on Doomsday versus the General, which might be pretty interesting. Okay,